Restaurant Week is coming to the Jersey Shore. Here to talk more about that is Jim Flynn, who is the chairman of the Jersey Shore Restaurant Week, and Chris DeCresce, who is the owner of Fratello's restaurant in Seagirt. And by the way, producer came out and said, loves your restaurant, so high praise. Yes. Let's talk about Restaurant Week. What is it exactly?
It's an opportunity for the consumer to try restaurants maybe that they haven't tried before. The participating restaurants offer a three-course dinner at a special price. In our case, it's $20.15 or $30.15. And they offer 3 appetizer, 3 entree, and 3 dessert choices. So a consumer gets to try, let's say, a high-end restaurant for $30 and get 3 courses. So it's a great value for them.
And the idea is to get people to try. What's the marketing idea of this? To get people to try the restaurant so they'll come back?
We schedule it at 2 times of the year, April and November, which tend to be kind of slow times for the restaurant industry. So it's a great boost for their business, and it's an opportunity in those times of the year for the consumer to go out and try some new restaurants.
And does it work?
Well, it works very well, very well. It brings business like the summertime into a week in November. Yeah.
The real test, though, is if they come back. And not that they just test your place, but that they come back to eat there again. Do you have numbers on that? Do you see those people coming back to you?
Yes, that's the real segue. The trick of Restaurant Week is to overwhelm the consumer for $30. Don't just try to give them a little portion for $30, but really, put your best items out there for $30 that they get to taste the scallops or filet or a stuffed veal chop, and they walk out with the wow factor. I can't believe I got that for $30. I love this restaurant. I'm going back to Fratello's, and that's when you've developed a new friend, a new client, a new customer, and they will come back December. They'll come back in January. So that's the real trick with restaurant.
It's like an audition.
Yeah.
It is.
That's the whole idea.
Well, we do research after each Restaurant Week, and over 60% of the consumers tell us that they try a new restaurant during Restaurant Week. So that's huge.
Now, we were talking about your business and that you do this around the country. Do you do it somewhere else other than the Jersey Shore?
No, we just do it here. But interestingly, I was on a trip one time, and the whole idea came to me because I saw a sign for New Haven Restaurant Week, and it was the first time I had seen a Restaurant Week outside of a major city. And so I thought, gee, we have so many great restaurants at the Jersey Shore. So I called my wife and I said, Google it and see if anybody's ever done it. She said no. I said, trademark the name, and I came back and we formed a committee and started it in 2009.
Since I mentioned your national company, we might as well put a plug in for that as well.
I'm all for that.
So
it's called bestweekends.com, and we do destination profiles of great places to go for weekend travel.
And you were saying it's the best job you could possibly have.
Oh, it is. I travel around the country and I stay in great hotels and inns and resorts and eat in great restaurants, and but somebody's got to do it.
All right, let's get back to the Jersey Shore Restaurant Week. How many restaurants are involved? When is it? And give me all the particulars, okay. The areas that it encompasses.
It covers the area from Keyport south to Seaside Park. There's anywhere between 80 and 90 restaurants that participate depending on the season. As I mentioned, they offer a 3-course dinner, and that goes on for 10 days. It starts on November the 6th and it goes to November the 15th. And during the week, we also have a number of special events. On Thursday night before the Restaurant Week begins, we have a thing called the Dream Dinner, and we have 4 chefs each cooking a special dish from their restaurant.
Fratello's?
Not this time, no. He's been in it before. But they cook a 4-course dinner for the consumer, paired with wines and so forth. Then we do the Great Jersey Shore Martini Contest on Sunday. Then we do a thing called Eat, Drink, Indulge, and this time the topic is craft beers. That's on the Wednesday night. Then we do Burgers, Bloodies, and Brews at Harpoon Willie's in Manasquan on that Saturday. And then we end the week with wines, cheeses, and pastas at Undici in Rumson.
How great is that? Is there a website? Can people find that?
Yep, it's www.jerseysshorerestaurantweek.com.
And since you were kind enough to make the trip out, how can people find out more about your restaurant?
We're fratellosrestaurant.com, and we're located in Seagirt. We've actually been in Restaurant Week from day one, so since 2009, and we participate both sessions each year. And
But you can go to Fratello's when it's
You
not
can go to
restaurant
Fratello's
week. You can go
anytime,
anytime
yeah.
you want, right?
Yep. We're open 7 days a week. Yeah, it's a great spot.
Well, I really appreciate you both being in. Give the website one more time so people can get more information.
JerseyShoreRestaurantWeek.com.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Jim Flynn, chairman of Jersey Shore Restaurant Week, and Chris DeCresce, who is the owner of Fratello's Restaurant. That wraps it up for the Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. Stick around for another thing.